Welcome to On the Couch with Matita. This platform is about ways on how we improve human performance in organizations. Out of this idea, Human Ego Coach was born. Organizations have been grappling with entrenching what we normally have come to know as a safety culture. So the concept of safety culture originated from the study of high-risk industries and significant industrial accidents. The term safety culture gained prominence after several high-profile disasters in the latter half of 20th century. One of the early influences was the 3 Mile Island nuclear accident in 1979, where a partial meltdown at the nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania highlighted the importance of organizational factors such as communication and decision-making in ensuring safety. Another significant event was the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, which further emphasized the impact of managerial and human factors on safety performance. The term safety culture was first used in the International Nuclear Safety Advisory Group summary report on the post-accident review meeting on the Chernobyl accident in 1986. Since then, the concept has been widely adopted across various industries to emphasize the importance of strong safety culture in preventing accidents and promoting a safe working environment. How do we ensure there is safety culture in the organization? Today, I want to deep dive into the 10 virtues of a positive safety culture by Sidney Dekker, a groundbreaking book that challenges traditional views on safety and promotes a shift in how we approach risk, responsibility, and human error. In this video, we'll give you a brief overview of each of the 10 virtues Dekker explores, offering practical insights for creating a safer, more emphatic, and effective work environment. The first virtue is empathy. That is putting people first. This isn't just about feeling sorry for someone after a mistake. It's about understanding the people behind the errors. In a positive safety culture, the focus is on the well-being of individuals. Accidents don't just happen because people are careless. They happen because people are complex and work in complex environments. By recognizing human limitations, organizations can shift from blame to understanding. Empathy encourages leaders to listen, not to react. Instead of asking, why did you do this? We should ask, what challenges were you facing? This shift in perspective helps in developing a culture that values people, not just results. Virtue number 2 is forbearance. That is tempering your reactions to failure. In many organizations, failure is met with harsh punishment or immediate corrective action. But Dekker argues that forbearance, showing patience and restraint, leads to better outcomes. When things goes wrong, it's not about losing your temper or rushing to assign blame. It's about understanding the context. Forbearance doesn't mean ignoring problems. It's about reacting thoughtfully and using failure as learning opportunities. This promotes a more constructive atmosphere where people feel safe to report mistakes and ultimately avoid repeating them. The third virtue is kindness. That is seeing errors as symptoms and not causes. Errors are not the problem. They are the results of deeper systemic issues. By reframing how we view mistakes, by looking at them as indicators of larger operational challenges, we can approach safety issues with compassion and understanding. Rather than asking who is to blame, we should be asking what factors led to this. So this mindset promotes a healthier environment where teams feel supported in finding solutions rather than being fearful of punishment. The fourth virtue is humility, understanding work as done. This means acknowledging that the way work is designed is often different from the way it's actually carried out. Often there's a gap between theory and reality, and this gap can lead to safety risks. Humility calls for recognizing that workers, not just management, have valuable insights into how work actually happens. By embracing their knowledge and experience, organizations can create systems that are more aligned with the real world challenges and more resilient in the face of adversity. The fifth virtue is simplicity. That is, declutter your safety systems. In many organizations, safety procedures are often overly complex with layers of bureaucracy that slows down decision making and confuse workers. I will advocate for simplifying safety systems to make them more user-friendly and effective. A simple system is easy to understand, easier to apply, and easier to communicate across teams. When safety is easy, people follow it, and ultimately they work more safely. The sixth virtue is trust. That is offering freedom in a frame. This means giving people autonomy to make decisions within a clearly defined set of boundaries. When you trust your employees to do their jobs without micromanaging them, they take ownership and become more proactive about safety. A positive safety culture relies on mutual trust. Leaders trust employees to make safe choices, and employees trust that leaders have created a safe environment in which they can work. It's a two-way street that fosters innovation, accountability, and responsibility. The seventh virtue is wisdom. That is, picking your model of risk wisely. Not all models of risk are equal. In many traditional safety cultures, risk is treated as a constant, something that can be measured and controlled precisely. We need to recognize the complexity and uncertainty inherent in work and choose risk models that embrace this reality. By using a flexible, adaptive approach to risk, we make better decisions and prevent the oversimplification that can lead to dangerous assumptions. The eighth virtue is accountability. That is, setting each other up for success. Accountability isn't just about punishing mistakes. It's about creating an environment where people hold each other accountable for the right reasons. Leaders and teams should focus on creating conditions that allow everyone to succeed. When accountability is framed in a positive light, it leads to a culture of mutual support. People become invested in helping one another succeed rather than looking for opportunities to assign blame. The ninth virtue is honesty. We need to pursue integrity, not perfection. Perfection is an impossible standard, and when we chase it, we often miss the important lesson along the way. Integrity is the real goal. Being honest about mistakes, limitations, and flaws. By pursuing integrity instead of perfection, we create an environment where people feel safe to speak up about issues, share concerns, and learn from the experiences. This openness is key to improving safety over time. Finally, the 10th virtue is bravery. That is, master the courage to act differently. Safety cultures can be slow to change, often because people are afraid to challenge the status quo. But true safety improvement requires bravery, the courage to do things differently, even when it's uncomfortable. Bravery isn't about being reckless. It's about pushing boundaries in a thoughtful, responsible way. It's about having the courage to lead when others may hesitate and to innovate in the face of challenges. So these 10 virtues, that is empathy, forbearance, kindness, humility, simplicity, trust, wisdom, accountability, honesty, and bravery, are essential ingredients for building a positive, resilient safety culture. In the upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into each of these virtues, unpacking practical steps and real-life examples to help you foster a safer, more effective work environment. Thank you for watching. Be sure to follow and stay tuned for our next video, where we'll start with a closer look at empathy, how putting people first can create a safer, more supportive workplace for everyone. See you then. Thank you.